Everyone, this week it is going to be Shabbat Parshat Mishpatim. Very interesting, actually. There are no three Parshiot like Parshat Mishpatim, Parshat Kedoshim, and Parshat Ki-Tetzeh in the Torah, because these Parshiot are packed with full of mitzvot. It's like a Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, a code of Jewish law in its own right. However, one thing that's interesting, which many people don't talk about in this week's Parsha, it actually relates over about the three pilgrimage festivals, the Shalosh Regalim. What are they? They are Pesach, Sukkot, and Shavuot, respectively. What goes on in these Chagim? We all know that this is the most joyous Chagim, specifically written inside the Torah. It's the Pasuk, V'samachta v'chagecha v'ayitach sameach. It relates over how is it we can be sameach, or naturally with basar and yayin, the two ikar devarim. But why is it so sameach? Because three fantastic festivals. We've got Shavuot, the time period where we've received the Torah, like we related over in last week's Parshah, in Shabbat Parshat Yitro, when we said Na'aseh Nishma, which was very much related over. Also Sukkot. Sukkot is a time period where we've got the Simchat Beit HaShoeva, and Am Yisrael went up every single day in Aliyot HaRegel to Yerushalayim, to the Beit HaMikdash, to give the different offerings. And also there's Pesach, the 7 days where we eat unleavened bread. However, these three festivals all bring the festivals of joy. It all brings the ikar. The main note is the simcha within regards to the festival, and that's very much represented in these these different chagim which are taking place and related over in the parsha in this week's portion. What's interesting also, no coincidence that there's loads of mitzvot in this week's parsha, and we're talking about all these very sameach, all these very joyous festivals. However, the main thing is, we should remember that when we are keeping the various mitzvot which are related in the Torah, we have to have that joy and this happiness in ourselves. We should have that, it should be bursting inside of ourselves, and that's where we can keep the mitzvot to the greater degree. And there's no also coincidence that there's the saying in Pirkei Avot, Ethics of the Father, says that mitzvah goreret mitzvah. When we keep different mitzvot, especially with Tzam Sameach, we will lead us to keep other mitzvot over here. And all the more so, when we keep the mitzvot b'sameach in a happy state, it's the most motivated note to help us to keep more mitzvot later on. Very interesting insight. And guys, I want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom and enjoy.